praise. And so hang on to this. This may seem subtle, but it's really not. It's what's your motivation. So if a guy says to a woman, this one you'll lose every single time. Baby, you are so hot. Yeah, I want to give you an example. Give me an example where a guy would say that and have no attachment to the outcome. No.
I'm talking about a child. Why can't I tell my granddaughter, she's 6, you're beautiful? Why can't I tell that?
Yeah. So keep in mind, like I said at the beginning, I'm not telling anybody they can or can't do anything. So remember that. I'm not telling you can't. But here's the danger. It's been proven now. Proven. Look at all these little girls who are 9 years old who look like prostitutes. They've already got the makeup. They already look like runway whores. Why? Because everybody around them at 9 is saying, oh, you are such a knockout. And the little girl goes, well, cool. There are little 9-year-old girls who have makeup cases that I couldn't carry by myself. I'd have to have a hand truck. They're already making themselves attractive because they think that makes them more lovable. So I have never said to a grandchild, ever, I have 8 of them, you look so beautiful. No, just, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love being with you. Grandchild is whatever, finger painting, or I've got one grandchild who constructs mechanical things, and another one who's the quarterback of the football team. So when he calls me and he tells me about the game, do you know, now imagine this, a 15-year-old grandson, 15-year-old boy. Normally, if you say 15-year-old boy, everybody who's had a 15-year-old boy goes, oh, hell. Because they have a hard enough time anyway. And then the devil, if you believe in the devil, rises from hell and injects them with hormones, and then they're ruined. Here's a 15-year-old kid who, as far as I've ever seen, and I've spent a lot of time with this kid, has never done a rebellious, typical 15-year-old teenage thing, ever. Never. Why? Because we don't play these games with him. So I don't ever say, he's quarterback of the football team, which is, the cool guy, right? And he plays the game. I've never asked him if he won the game, ever. Do you know that he's never told me? He's never told me whether he won a game. He tells me things like, oh man, we had fun on the sidelines. We had fun at the game. I ate an entire tub of popcorn on the bus on the way there. Fun. I had a son who was a state championship swimmer. You've been to pools at high schools, right? And on the sides of the pools, they have the pool records for all the different, at the pool in Rome, it just says, Rob. My son, he's got all the records for everything in the pool. He never once told me that he won a meet. Never. I would ask him 2 things. What did you learn? And did you have fun? And it would turns out he says, I can eat a whole pizza in a minute and a half. That was the highlight of his meet. That was it. So rather than tell a girl she's beautiful, because as soon as you do, you don't mean to, I'm not telling you you're bad.
But it's not the only thing you say. If I say 100 times I love you, and then I say you're beautiful, it's not instead, it's together.
I got it. I am not telling you you're doing this wrong. I am saying it's a slippery road for these girls. The reason is this. They hear you're beautiful from everybody else. And so if grandma says it, now it makes it all the more okay. And so they're dressing like they're grown-ups when they're 9. They're having sex when they're 11. They're having children when they're 12. She may not. You're not wrong. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I'm just telling you the potential dangers in praising kids. When I was a kid, I was worthless at home. My father made a point, it must have been on his calendar, 60 minutes, tell Greg he's worthless every day. He'd just draw a line down, because I would hear your worthless lecture every single day. And then I went to the first grade, and the teacher held a piece of paper up in front of everybody and said, this is the best paper I have ever seen. I wish all the rest of you were this smart. Well, I recognized that nasty handwriting. It was mine. So I'd finally found something I could be praised for. So I dove into being smart and responsible. That got me with a gun to my head. I went to college and took every single department's hardest class. So physics for physics majors, calculus for I took every single department's hardest class so that I could get an A? No, a perfect score. So that I could be the smartest kid in the university. What did I get for that? A gun to my head. Get it? That's the danger of praise, because they become addictive. Now, you're holding your 9-year-old, I don't know how old she is, 6-year-old daughter, and you love her and you love her and you express an interest in her paintings and and you say, you are just a beautiful soul. What's the problem? But, oh, you have such a beautiful body. I'm not saying you did that. Not picking on you, honey. Do you get what I'm saying? You can start an addiction. Those of you who have been addicts, once you get to be an addict and then you quit, how long does it take you to go back to full addiction? A day. A day. No time at all. I know, because I quit using narcotics several hundred times.